better rooms. Yes, hello everyone, this is Olga Show and we are with our Australian friends. They have a nice cute accent, you never choose between English speaking and Australian, but they have a very nice cute accent. And just came from Australia, is that correct?
That's right, yes, we've been in the Valley for about 4 days.
And you brought 5 companies with you.
We brought 5 Australian technology companies over to the Valley to assist them in entering the US market and understanding how to establish themselves in the US market.
And what those companies all about? Clean technology?
Clean technology, information technology, healthcare.
And agribusiness.
Agribusiness as well. So you are more as a consulting company?
Yeah, we are a consulting company and we also have a funding arm. So we assist companies in raising capital, raising finance, and we assist them in developing their business opportunities.
Great. So how do you find those companies in Australia? Do you have like a competition or you ask them to do pitch and demo?
We deliver a number of programs for various governments around Australia. So we're a preferred provider to assist small fast-growth innovative companies getting into the market. And by delivering those programs, we have a very strong pipeline of technology companies that are highly qualified and ready to come to the US.
And those that we select to come to the US, we put through a pitch event prior to leaving. So we make a selection from a small group to get to a short list. And these are the companies that we bring to the Valley.
And let's introduce to our viewers that it's a
Pyxis, yes.
And your name?
I'm John Johnston. I'm the Managing Director for Pyxis.
And I'm Mark Kostowski, the Global Business Development Manager for Pyxis.
Great. And so both of them came with 5 companies here to Silicon Valley to see if those companies from Australia will find partners, maybe some capital, and maybe even opening the businesses here.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've been bringing companies here since 2009. So by the end of this year, we brought over 25 companies to the Valley or to the US and assisting them in coming into the market, raising capital, establishing businesses, and finding partners.
And do you also train them when you bring them for a couple of weeks or so?
Yes, most definitely. We match them up with US mentors and we put them through a rigorous program whereby they have to convert themselves from thinking that they're in Australia to operating in the USA. Those that make that transition successfully are the ones that are most likely to be successful in bringing their businesses into the USA. And we already have quite a number of successes out of that operation.
Would you like to share that with us, with the companies perhaps?
Well, we have a number of successes in the agribusiness sector and in the water sector. So with new types of farming technologies, with clean water technologies and with various types of water technology in reduction of evaporative water and what have you. A number in the areas of irrigation and irrigation technology. And we have a number of IT companies that come here this time as well.
Plus healthcare. So we have companies in healthcare. They're really putting a distributor network out into the USA. So they're really moving along very quickly.
I can see why small island Australia will have good technology in terms of water and irrigation system. Correct. Because you're surrounded by oceans.
Yeah, we have some real.
Water.
Australia has some real strengths in water and water technology and agribusiness technology. Starting to develop some great strengths in the IT sector and textiles.
And of course, healthcare, it's always good to see how our health can get better. I don't care where the help's coming from, Mars, Jupiter, or other galactics, but Australia would take that. Because we all want to feel healthy and happy. All right, so I also would like to know, by bringing the companies here, you place them around here, Silicon Valley?
Yes, we base ourselves out of Silicon Valley. The companies undertake a number of business meetings, which may be anywhere in the local area, where they'll go and meet with financiers or business partners, distributors, end users. And they essentially are here for a 2-week period, understanding the market and seeing how their products fit into this sort of market.
Now, in those couple of weeks, do you have any events our public can participate, or perhaps they can always contact it to me and find out more?
Better that they contact you, because this is mostly a closed event. But what the companies do at the end of 2 weeks, probably around about a third of them stay on for 1, 2, 3 weeks or even more, and they pursue all of the contacts that have been established during that 2-week period, and they establish further contacts from there. So they build their network out, which is absolutely essential to being successful.
Now, in terms of mentors, I know Henry Wong, one of the mentors,
right.
he is managing partner for Garage Capital, and I know him for years now.
Yes.
And he is very...
Henry's very active.
He is very active, and he is mentoring in Stanford, and I used to be a student learning how to become a project manager, yes. Luckily, I didn't pay for any of this.
Yes.
The company paid. So,
Very lucky.
yeah, very lucky. But you really have to be, I guess, very successful and smart to be able to take step out. Because they told me if you receive A's, then like all excellent marks, we're going to pay 100%.
Right.
If it would be 90, 80% you will do successfully, then we pay only, 90, 80%.
Yeah.
And if it's 70, we're not going to pay anything at all. So what do you think?
So you got all A's.
All 100% taken, covered. I learned all 100% they were giving to me at Stanford. Otherwise,
Right.
why would I waste my time?
Yes.
So because company, and Novartis Pharmaceutical paid for it, so I'm grateful for that.
Well, that's very, very kind of Novartis.
So, and I don't know if you have any incentive like this for your companies or...
This program itself is a fairly large incentive. The companies only have to pay a small fee, and the value of coming over here is over $25,000 for them. So they pay only a very, very small part. Actually, they get about $5 to every dollar they pay to come here. So it's almost like a scholarship, this program, where they come and it's almost part of like a real life case study, MBA, where they come and actually test their market opportunities here. So it's essentially like a scholarship.
Then I wonder who else has spent the rest of the huge chunk of money.
This program is heavily supported by the Australian and the Victorian government. So the Victorian government in Australia is very, very supportive of innovative companies, and is very supportive of companies coming and exploring export markets, large markets like the US. So it's very thankfully subsidised by the government, and the companies take great advantage of that.
Well, I don't know, maybe I can work for some of you guys and learn extra because I still have some room here because average person uses about 10%, smartest one maybe 20%, I don't know. So I still have room to learn, so I can go back and forth.
We all do, yeah.
But yes.
So, but we're planning in the future with our fund to subsidise companies just like this. So this is a very good run for the companies, but in the future it would be absolutely essential, in fact it'd be mandatory for any company that we invest in Australia to come over and do programs such as this. So we run these programs on and on and on with with a little government help in the future. So that's as I say, it's an absolutely essential part of companies being successful.
Okay, then I have kind of reverse question. What if some other companies would like to be in Australia and New Zealand?
Absolutely. We speak to a number of companies that come from China and also the USA that have interest in coming to the Australian market. And we do assist in identifying partnering opportunities and customers and users for international companies wanting to come and explore the Australian market also.
And also show them around, give them like 2 weeks of introduction or so forth.
Absolutely.
Get some Australian mentors.
Exactly, and we have plenty of those. So we've got plenty of the reverse situated in Australia, but we can do the reverse quite readily.
And then I was wondering also about other countries. Like I'm originally from Russia and I'm from the American population. So my heart is broken. I love Russia, I love America, and I cannot fall in love anymore. But so that's a good part of it. Do you help any other countries?
We do a similar program to China, where we take Australian companies to China and assist them in entering the Chinese market also. So China's a very large trading partner for Australia, and it represents a very important export market for us. So we do essentially the identical program also in China. We were looking at exploring the European program also, but at the moment it's primarily the US and China as our major
I
export
can
markets.
imagine because of the technology booming here in America, especially clean technology.
That's right.
Yes. But again, China has a lot of clean technology, and we have access to some really groundbreaking clean technology in Australia. So it's a matter of which way do you point that to get the best result in that situation. So USA and China are the two obvious big markets globally, so we can take it either way.
Great. And then, of course, being in America since at least 2009, what do you like the best about here, Silicon Valley? At least I live here.
You would know there's nothing like the buzz of Silicon Valley. I mean, there's so much activity. There are networking events every night. There are entrepreneurs everywhere.
Many events in one night.
There's excitement everywhere, and bringing companies here to immerse themselves in that excitement and the buzz and just the interest, looking at all the major technology headquarters here. It's one of the things I love the most.
Yes. And it really, what we try to explain to people back in Australia is, until you're here and you immerse yourself in this, you cannot understand the whole dynamic of what is Silicon Valley. So many people try to replicate this, but there's something magical about the place. Just being here, you get it. If you're not here, you don't get it.
Great. So what would you wish for our viewers and listeners on the show by being here in Silicon Valley, coming all the way from Australia?
Well, come and visit Australia. Come and bring your opportunities to Australia. But look, most importantly, you're here. Come to the Valley as well, because it's where great opportunities exist.
And I would say that what we wish for the listeners is that be aware that a lot of Australian companies can bring great technologies into the US. And if you're a company out there and you represent a channel partner or part of the network, we'd be delighted to hear from you.
Even so, I know you bring clean technology companies here, but I had the chance to try organic honey grown up with kangaroos on Kangaroos Island, and this was very good honey because it's helped me to actually get rid of my cough, which was staying with me for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And I lost my voice, and because of that honey,
Yes.
it's actually recovered my voice. I can go back to show business and technology conferences.
It's a very common remedy for sore throats, is Australian honey and Manuka honey particularly.
Exactly, so it was part of Manuka honey. So I was very pleased. So I was happy to see you guys here. It's like, oh, Australia, totally.
That's
in
why you
my
look so
heart.
radiant and healthy today.
Right, yes, and I'm ready actually to come and visit, get more of those chunkas.
Well, we'd be happy to show you some fresh Manuka honey.
Yes. Lots of other honeys.
And have a great time in
Thank you
Silicon
very much.
Valley. Enjoy the weather. It's May 21st. It's like flowering, blooming, and a lot of events going on. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ella.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.